You know that feeling when your guitar tone just doesn't sit right in the mix? Sometimes it's too sharp, sometimes it disappears altogether. That's where a good compressor pedal comes in. Today, we're checking out the best compressor pedal options that can help get your sound in check. I've picked a few different products that fit into different categories, so there's something for every kind of player. And if you want to check them out yourself, the links are down in the description. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and click that little notification bell so you don't miss anything. And if you have any questions or want to share your thoughts, drop a comment. I'd love to see what you think. Let's get into the reviews. Kali 76 Bass Compressor Pedal. Best bass compressor pedal. Some pedals just have that "this means business" look, and this one is definitely in that club. It's built with a high-end feel, and you can tell it's meant for serious tone shaping. It's got a set of intuitive controls: input, output, ratio, attack, release, and blend, so dialing in compression feels straightforward, not like solving a puzzle. One of its standout tricks is the sidechain high-pass filter. That basically lets it smooth out the highs without choking the lows, so your bass stays fat and warm while still sitting nicely in the mix. The blend knob is a big win too. You can mix your dry tone back in so you keep that natural feel and dynamic range. The compression itself is clean and transparent. It fattens things up, gives you more sustain, and adds a bit of polish without making it sound like your tone is locked in a box. The LED meter is a nice touch. It's easy to see exactly how much compression you're getting at a glance. It's a premium-priced option, no doubt, but with the flexibility it offers for different playing styles and the studio-grade feel, it's the kind of pedal that can be a long-term keeper. JHS 3 Series Compressor Pedal. Best budget compressor pedal. This pedal gets straight to the point. It's small, simple, and doesn't come with a bunch of confusing knobs. You've got volume, attack, sustain, and a bright switch. Pretty easy to figure out without flipping through a manual. What's neat is how it handles compression. It can go from subtle smoothing to that tight, squashed sound that really brings out sustain. The bright switch is handy too. It keeps your highs clear without making the low end disappear, so your tone stays full and balanced. It's built in the USA, and even though it's a budget option, it feels reliable enough to handle regular pedal board use. Some setups might pick up a tiny bit of noise at higher compression settings, but it's not a deal breaker. The pedal is also surprisingly flexible for its size. The attack and sustain controls let you shape how the compression reacts, so you can get it feeling smooth or punchy depending on what you need. For anyone looking for a no-fuss, affordable compressor that still gives a clean, natural sound, this one is definitely worth checking out. Donner Compressor Pedal. Best cheap compressor pedal. This pedal keeps things super simple and easy to understand. You get 3 knobs: comp, tone, and level, and a switch with normal and treble modes. No confusing attack or release settings, so it's easy to get a good sound without spending forever twisting knobs. The compression itself is warm and smooth, almost like a little studio magic squeezed into a tiny box. It evens out your playing nicely and adds a bit of sustain, so long notes hold without feeling squashed. The tone knob and treble mode are surprisingly useful too. They let your high end pop a bit without stealing the body from your bass. It's tiny and light, so it barely takes up space on a pedal board. True bypass keeps the signal clean, which is great for maintaining tone, and reports show it stays quiet even at higher compression levels. Some might notice it doesn't have a blend knob or power adapter included, but for a super budget option, those are small trade-offs. If you're looking for a cheap, simple, and effective compressor that still sounds natural, this pedal makes a lot of sense. It's straightforward, does its job, and won't break the bank while adding a little polish to your sound. Wampler Mini Ego. Best mini compressor pedal. This little pedal packs a surprising punch for its size. 5 knobs and a quick attack switch make it easy to get a wide range of tones without overthinking. The blend knob is kind of like magic, letting you mix the clean signal with the compressed one so it never feels squashed. The compression feels really natural, almost like a tube amp gently leveling out your playing. Quiet parts come up, loud parts settle down, and your sustain gets a nice little lift without sounding artificial. The tone knob and active bass EQ make it easy to keep things balanced, so highs don't get harsh and lows don't get muddy. It's tiny and lightweight, perfect for small pedal boards, but built with high-quality components, so it feels reliable and tight. Reports say it stays quiet even at heavier compression, which is a huge plus. Some might think the price is a bit higher for a mini pedal, but the combination of features and sound quality seems to justify it. Whether you're fingerpicking, strumming, or chasing a clean boost, this pedal seems to handle it all. It's smooth, flexible, and sneaky about how much it changes your tone, making it easy to add subtle polish or a little extra punch without fuss. Wampler Ego Compressor V2, best acoustic guitar compressor pedal. This pedal makes your guitar sound smoother without changing what you play. The controls are simple: blend, attack, sustain, tone, and level. So dialing in the right sound feels more like fun than a puzzle. That blend knob really steals the show, letting you mix your normal tone with the compressed one so it never feels squashed or artificial. Compression feels natural and transparent, keeping every note clear. Quiet parts get a little lift, loud strums settle nicely, and sustain gets a subtle push that adds depth without being over the top. The tone knob helps fine-tune the EQ so highs sparkle and lows stay tight, keeping your sound balanced. It's compact, fitting nicely on smaller boards, but built well enough that it's not going to wobble around. Noise is almost non-existent, even at heavier compression, which makes it friendly for both acoustic and electric setups. Some might notice it's a bit sensitive if placed after heavy overdrive, but a small tweak to the sustain knob keeps it clean. From fingerpicking to strumming full chords, it seems ready to handle it all. Smooth, quiet, and transparent, this pedal really makes subtle compression feel effortless without changing the personality of your guitar. Xotic SP Compressor Pedal, best compressor pedal for rock and blues. This little pedal can make your guitar sing like it's in a studio session. Controls are super simple, just volume, blend, and a high, low, mid switch. But there's some extra magic hiding in internal dip switches for those who like to tweak. The blend knob is fantastic, letting you mix the compressed signal with your natural tone so nothing sounds squashed or fake. Compression feels transparent and natural. Pick attack stays clear, chords shimmer, and sustain gets that smooth, almost vocal quality that makes solos linger. There's even a high-frequency cut inside to tame harsh notes, so your tone stays balanced without being dull. Noise is barely noticeable, even at heavier compression, though cranking it to max can introduce a tiny hiss. The pedal is compact, so it fits nicely on small boards, but it's tough enough that it won't feel fragile. It works well before or after overdrive and distortion, making it flexible for rock and blues setups. Some players note that dialing the switches takes a bit of patience, but the sound payoff is worth it. For anyone chasing smooth, musical compression that keeps the character of their guitar intact, this pedal hits that sweet spot between simplicity, tone, and sustain, making it a favorite for both stage and studio use. MXR Dynacomp, best compressor pedal for metal. This pedal is all about giving your riffs a punch without squashing them flat. Controls are easy to figure out: output, sensitivity, tone, clean blend, and an attack switch that flips between vintage slow attack and faster modern punch. The clean knob is a nice touch, letting compressed and dry signals mix so your playing stays dynamic and alive. Compression feels natural and a little vintage, with a warm, open sound that keeps every note clear. Sustain gets a boost too, so chords and leads ring out longer without sounding artificial. The tone control helps tame or highlight certain frequencies, which is great if your high-gain metal setup sometimes gets harsh. Noise stays low, though cranking sensitivity and attack together at extreme settings can bring in a tiny hiss, but nothing alarming. It's compact, so it won't dominate your pedal board, and the build from MXR gives confidence that it can handle regular use. Some players mention it's not dramatic enough for their style, but for those who want subtle, musical compression with flexibility, it's hard to beat. If you're chasing smooth, controllable compression for metal riffs that still breathe, this pedal nails that tight but natural vibe, giving both punch and sustain without clouding your tone. Wampler Ego 76, best compressor pedal for country and clean tones. This pedal gives your clean tones some serious shine without ever sounding stiff. The controls are easy to get around: tone, attack, release, level, blend, and compress. You can dial it in quickly and just play without getting lost in settings. That blend knob is sweet, letting compressed and dry signals mix for that lively, breathing sound. Compression can go from subtle and transparent to a more squishy feel, giving chords and notes a nice sustain that doesn't kill the dynamics. The tone knob adds a little sparkle, which is perfect for country licks or clean jazzy passages that need clarity. It's compact too, so it doesn't hog your pedal board space, and the build feels like it could handle regular use without worry. Some players might find it a touch too refined if they want something aggressive or in your face, but for smooth musical compression, this one hits the mark. It also works well with both clean and lightly dirty tones, making it flexible for different styles. If your goal is controlled sustain, smooth note decay, and a clear, lively sound, this pedal delivers. It gives the impression of studio-grade compression in a little stomp box, making clean tones pop and adding depth to your playing without overdoing it. So, that's a look at some of the best options if you're hunting for a compressor pedal. From tight, punchy control to smooth, sparkling tones, there's a little something for every style and playing vibe. If you're interested in any of the products, you can find the links down in the description. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more gear content, and click the notification bell so you don't miss anything. I'd love to hear what your favorite pedal is or which one you're thinking about trying. So drop a comment below. And while you're at it, check out some of our other videos. You might find your next favorite piece of gear hiding there. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll catch you in the next one.